Yes, I'm sure the girls have been uh, interacting whenever they cross paths. It's good to have them around because they've played a lot in UK, and you can ask them questions and they can help out because most of the girls are playing the test format for the first time, so it can really help them if they exchange or talk to them and gain some more experience from their talks, from their tours.
I think it is not ideal world though right now, and we are trying to look at the bright side. And if you look at the bright side, we are playing cricket. Women's cricket is getting their opportunities. Test cricket, ODI, and T20s. It's a good long tour of 45 days, and I think we as a team are thankful to BCCI for putting up such a tour because it's not easy, and we are trying to it's not physically possible. Yes, it is not physically possible to prepare, but I think mental makeup will make a huge difference. And I think in my last assignment, we've tried that and it paid dividends. So I've done it with the Mumbai team, and we only had 6 sessions and we could manage to react positively to the tournament we played.
Well, I think that it's tough to be in quarantine for any athlete, but I think getting into a tournament, we don't really feel that. Personally, I have not really felt, that I should forego a press conference because I think women's cricket right now where it stands, it needs. The media support, and it's important for the players also to sort of try and help in the growth of the sport. So I guess it's important that we need to interact and promote the sport.
Coming back to your question about Test cricket, I think we are playing after a long time, and if we can't just think about it that we are playing it after a long time, we just focus on the processes which is needed to play quality cricket. We are trying to create that positive vibe around Test cricket, that we spend a lot of time thinking about how to spend time patiently, and we are having discussions about it. And yes, there is less experience about this Test cricket, but slowly and steadily I think we have kept open mind and will take as things will pan up.
Well, I think can we move on from that because it's been 3 years. I think you're still
Yeah.
stuck 3 years behind. We are in 2021, and we should be looking forward for many more series coming. And if you're repetitively asking the same question, I think we need to get you back from the past.
I would like to stop this speculations what is happening. We interacted well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come into the women's cricket. And everyone grow up after 3 years. There's larger goals, big picture. India women's cricket, BCCI, and a responsibility and opportunity. Simple. This is a great opportunity for me, for Mithali, for the whole group to take women's cricket to another level where BCCI is supporting us. I don't think we are going to go back on these small things. We are professional enough to move on, and I think everyone should move on. I think you all know me. I've been with NCA, I've been with Rahul Dravid, so you know Rahul's effect will play in this series. We are not going to go into a detail where we want to make it complicated. We will work on our strength, and as per the match conditions, as per the strength of ours and weaknesses of theirs, we plan every tour or every match, in fact. And we are not getting into too much of detail. We are keeping it simple. Yes, we plan a lot, but we try and execute those plans with the help of all girls and support staff.
Well, see, I think from the players' perspective, it's just an occasion where to make them feel very special about the white jersey of getting into a format which I personally feel is the most challenging, respected, and the oldest format. And it has its own charm. And when the girls who are getting into the team for the first time playing that format, it's very special for them. Unfortunately, I never had this sort of a ceremony way back in the 1990s, but I think it's good to have it because the girls feel, the excitement is there in the group, and it's very important to have that the idea of what test means to the players, to the team, and the importance of the former cricketers who've laid the path for so many years, kept the sport alive for the current generations to sort of inspire the future generation. So it is also an atmosphere built to make them realize that they play a very important role in the history of women's cricket.
I think for me it was, whenever I take a new team, I try and find a purpose, simple as that. And I've done something with Mumbai team and before that also. So this was something which I thought is missing in women's cricket, where they never been presented with the t-shirts, or they've never been told the journey of women's cricket, and there has to be purpose when you get into that BCCI and the India t-shirt, that why you playing this game or why you are on this team, and what is the purpose going forward. And I believe in purpose. If you don't have purpose, you will not create that atmosphere in the team. You will not able to perform consistently over a longer period of time.
Um, I think it's good to have test, whether it's at home or away. If it's a continuity, it is great because it helps the players as well. And sometimes it's nice to go in without a baggage. You just go in, play, enjoy the atmosphere, and it's good to have the girls who are playing for the first time and the girls who've played in the past maybe share a few experiences how it was way back in 2014. But I guess having two back-to-back test matches I mean to say touring England and playing in Australia can give a lot of exposure to the current lot, and if that can be carried forward in the coming years, it would be great for the sport.
I think as a head coach, I think it's a great start. As a coach, I want more test games all over the world. But again, it's a good start. We have to look at it in a different way. That it's just a start. Let's take step by step. Don't push girls into a zone where you are demanding too many things in Test cricket. It is a new format which has not been played consistently over a period of last 10 years. So let's wait and watch how they react. You might get surprises. They will perform better given the opportunity. I think every player on this squad makes a difference, and Shafali is a special talent. We are trying to get every combination which will help us get towards a total way which is a standard. We in fact want to pass that. We want to supersede that. We are not aiming A target or B target. We are trying to assess in some condition it might be 270. In India on slow wicket it might be 200 only. So we will explore combinations which will help us win consistently.
Well, see, it's important that she gets games because even she needs the game time there in the middle. But at the same time, being the senior most, it's also important to keep her in the thick of things. If she needs rest, it's up to her completely. But knowing Julian, I know for a fact that she would want to play every game. And it is, as a captain also, I would like to have her on the field so that the young fast bowlers in the side, so they will immensely get a lot of help if they have her around on the ground. Well, see, Sushma got an opportunity in the last series. She got to play all the 5 ODIs, and we want to get in Tanya again to see how good Tanya did have a good domestic season. So we would want to see her in the English conditions, as Sushma already played the 2017 World Cup in UK. So we wanted to see how Tanya fares in the UK tour.
Honestly speaking, there are no milestones in my head. I just want to help them get better at their game. I want them to go towards excellence, and the glory will find itself. You don't go for glory and milestones. It will fall in places at the right time. It is a good thing that I know them, but honestly, it doesn't make any difference because we've been taught differently in last 2 years. The resources you have, you use them to their potential, and everything will be fine. That is what the idea is for last 2 years. Everybody is not perfect. I'm not perfect, or for that matter, not anyone. So we try and work with the potential of that coach or the player or the support staff, and we create that atmosphere where things will be smoother and there will be less stress on the minds of the people around us. There is a specific plans for every player through SNC, the trainer, and the physiotherapist. There is workload management. It's not for this tour. It's been happening for the last 4 5 years, and every player has been profiled, so we know where they have to work. And it's not a big thing now. This is professional setup. Every player knows what diet should they have, how much they have to work out, how they recover from matches. So it's not a big thing. Yes, injury is part of cricket, and there is a support staff who will take care of it. Of course, there's an adjustment. There will be balls seaming around as for batters also and for bowlers also. And I think it is better when you land there, and every part of England, the conditions will be different. So we'll try and adjust to that. Batsmen, obviously, they will play close to the body. They will show some more patience. When sun is out, they will enjoy their batting. When sun is down, they will put in hard work to get over that period. Bowlers also, if there's a lot of help, you have to control your swing also. So there is a lot of things we will go there and assess, and we will build on it. We can't go with a fixed mind that you might get sun out and we get maybe flat tracks all over the England. You never know.